love me some prime time. Deion Sanders, obvious friend of the show. But, Joy, what is your reaction to Colorado State's head coach giving Prime and the Buffs bulletin board material?
Yeah, we don't wear glasses and hats when we talk to adults around here. Play football and take your glasses off when you're talking to an adult, and the hat goes too. You want to come to Colorado State? We don't wear hats and glasses. Or you can go to Colorado with Prime. He wears glasses. You know, they have Big Noon Saturday there. You know, you're gonna get interviews. You're gonna get NIL money. Or you can come here and you got to wear your put the glasses and the hats on the table. We have serious conversations around here. What are we talking about? Shay, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Listen, nobody's ever accused me of being proper, but I haven't heard this one. Take your glasses and your hat off when you're talking to it. What are you even talking about? Listen, college football is about recruiting. How did this help you? How did this help you? Let's just take aside the fact that you gave Prime and a Buffalo team that is rolling and has the nation behind them and the hype is there and everyone's excited. Forget the fact that you just added ammunition and venom to that whole matchup. How does this help you recruit? Who's watching that like, you know what? I've always wanted to be somewhere where someone told me to take my hat and glasses off before I talk to someone older than me.
Not me.
I mean, it's not just that I hate it. What's the point? And when you're talking about professional coaches adding bulletin board material, none of us really love it if we're honest, because we know why give your opponent anything else, anything extra that could possibly help? Why do that? But at least when you're a professional, you're doing it on behalf of men that are paid to do what they do. You're doing this on behalf of student athletes who are not all being paid for their services. Here goes my earring again, this stupid thing. The point is, why add ammunition to the situation?
2-5, where you stand?
I hate it. I mean, like you just talked about, what are we even talking about here? Like, he should be worried about winning this game. I mean, you got smoked 54-20 last game. I don't know if people even realize that. You got smoked. And then last year, you were 3-9.
Yeah, bad.
So you worried about if a coach got his glasses on or a hat? What are we talking about? Colorado's the hottest thing smoking right now. Coach Prime got these boys playing. They on TV for doing the right things. You on TV talking about some hats and some glasses? You know what, though? This reminds me of back in the day when people didn't understand the new culture, right? When I say that, like in the 90s, Michigan, when Juwan Howard, when Jalen Rose and Chris Webber, when they came out with the long shorts, with the black socks, everybody was uncomfortable about it.
Yep.
Right? And they made a big deal about it. And now it's the same thing with Coach Prime in Colorado. The difference is it's a coach. And he's bringing all these players in, all these different things, his swagger, the way he talks, his speeches, and they're not comfortable with it. Every coach, they speak about small things, and I keep reading more things. I'm like, dang, this reminds me of back then in the 90s with Michigan. Listen, fellas, coaches, universities, it's a new day and age, and Coach Prime is taking over. And if you're not with it, you'll get ran over. And if you don't believe that, ask TCU, they got it. Then Nebraska, they went in there, and then they got it. You talk, now you about to get it. And it's not because it's me, because it's personal.
You know what? We got to get one. Because if anybody say they got a better show than Speak, we take that personal. I like that. You know, so Prime knows how to get these dudes ready to go. These dudes will run through a brick wall for Prime. So you know what I see right now? If we ain't talking X's and O's, when you get up there, what we talking about? You got up there, you missed an opportunity. Everybody finna be there. You missed the opportunity to say, you know what? I'm excited for my quarterback to go out here and play against Shador. You know what? I'm excited for some of my players to go. You missed the opportunity from that to go at Deion Sanders and glasses and hats. And if it's one thing that I know about Prime, respect is everything to Prime. Prime has one of the only colleges walking and showing up to the game in suits. These dudes got college sweatsuits on. We see how USC showing up. They showing up like they, NBA draft and all that. So, image and respect to Deion is everything. Deion ain't stepping up to these podiums after the game with glasses and hats on trying to disrespect these people. So for you to get up there and say that about Deion Sanders, two things is about to happen. Number one, you about to get ran out the building. Number two, I see it already. It's going to be so many people showing up with hats and glasses on. It's probably going to be so many of his players after they win this game and they interview and they going to have hats and glasses on. That's how much they care about Deion Sanders. It means a lot to them to make sure that they got their coaches back. and you just gave them more ammunition, you in trouble.
When I heard it, I was asking myself why. Because I agree with everybody's take. I agree with what 2-5 said, what Joy said, what James said. But I'm like, why in the world did Jay Norvell say this? I knew Jay Norvell. He coached at Texas in 2015. He coached against me at the University of Oklahoma from 2008 to 2010. I know of Jay. We've talked several times. So I'm asking myself, 2-5, I'm like, why would he say this? Then it dawned on me. Jay been coaching since 1986. Graduate assistant at Iowa. And since 1986, for the last 35, 36, 7 years, he's been coaching. And he's never had shine like this. Prime starts coaching college 2020.
Jealousy.
And next thing you know, Prime got Colorado. Y'all in the same state. Prime got Colorado popping, jumping. Jay been grinding, chopping wood, grinding since 86. GA, OC, receivers coach, head coach in Nevada, just chopping wood. And here come Prime. Glasses. Hats, and they got the whole joint jumping. Kevin Hart gonna be there. The Rock gonna be there. Big Noon Kickoff gonna be there.
We gonna be there.
McCoy.
We gonna
Shady
be there.
McCoy gonna be there.
We gonna be there.
And Prime out of nowhere got it jumping. To me, what I heard was insecurity. Really, what I heard was a lack of humility. What I heard was hurt. Because I was like, Jay, for what? You talking about hats and glasses? This ain't church. Only place I heard take your hats off, take your glasses off is church. And even in LA, they ain't even tripping if you keep your hats and glasses on.
You want in LA.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you wear whatever in LA.
Straight from the club.
Straight up and down.
Go get the word.
That's it. That's it.
Because you're there.
So that's really what I made of it. Joy, final thought before we take it to break.
I mean, some of the most successful people that I know in any business say, keep the main thing the main thing.
That's it.
Keep the main thing the main thing. And he didn't keep the main thing the main thing. The main thing is not how you speak to adults, taking glasses off and hats and all that. None of that matters. Swagger makes people uncomfortable. We use the word swagger a lot. It kind of got worn out. It doesn't have the same potency it used to have, but it does. When you come in with a certain bravado, when you've been great at something your whole life, you've been praised for something your whole life, people don't really want to see you be great at something else. We see it all the time. That's not our society. We want to build people up, and then we want to tear them all the way down.
True.
And then you can rise again. But don't get too high the second time. You know, just a little bit. We'll give you a little love. And I agree with you. That's probably what's happening here. But the problem is, it's unfortunate. Because Colorado's winning hearts and minds outside of winning football games. And you don't want to be the villain in a situation where you already up against it. Like you just said, it ain't like they out here. They're not Bama. They're not LSU. They're not Clemson. They're not Georgia. They're not in these conversations to be, you know what I mean? So it's not about being humble. Talk about your players.
That's it.
Talk about who should we be paying attention to on the field. Yes, we're excited to go up against Colorado, but I'm excited for you to see this player. I want to introduce the national scene to this player. Talk about that.
And after they win the game, though, quick question. Do you think Prime's gonna take his hat off and his glasses off?
No.
Just to be funny?
And they gonna have hats and glasses on the sideline. Everybody putting them on, man.
They've already put out the announcement.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.